What is up, you guys? Welcome to Magic with Ari. So in today's video I'm going to be doing my display tour, my Disney / Stoney Clover display tour. This has been a highly requested video. I don't think I've ever gotten like many requests, honestly, but a lot of you, when you are on my lives or you reply to my stories on Instagram, you just kind of like request this video. But I am about to start decorating for Christmas, and I figured before I do that, I want to document the way that my shelves look like before the Christmas decoration. So I thought it would be the perfect time to do this tour for you guys. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the tour. Okay, so before we get started with the tour, I just wanted to quickly give you an overview of what the shelves or display looks like. And if you notice, I do have two shelves. One is mostly like Disney stuff and the other one is mostly Stoney Clover stuff, and the middle is kind of like a mixture of the two. And also really quick, I do want to point out that I have Christmas nails on, so if I'm pointing and you see like red, that is why. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with the Disney shelf first. Okay, so up here I have two Danielle Nicole castle bags. This one here is the Sleeping Beauty castle and this one is the Cinderella castle, hence why I decided to add the Funko Pops that belong to the castle. So like the Cinderella one goes here and Sleeping Beauty goes here. So I just thought it was a cute little touch to add. And then moving on to the next shelf here. So I have my Loungefly with all of the princesses, which I love. It's pink, it's super cute. And that's kind of what inspired me to put the rest of my Princess Funkos on here. And then I also have this pink sequence Loungefly, which is also one of my favorites, especially from the sequence collection. And then I have Cinderella in her pink dress, Jasmine, Ariel in her pink dress also, and Rapunzel. So those are the Funko Pops that I have currently, and I do want to add Belle and Tiana in those little spots. And then if we move over to the next shelf, this is my work in progress shelf for Miss Jasmine. If you're new here, my favorite princess ever is Princess Jasmine, so I figured I would do like this whole shelf just for her. So I currently have the Jasmine New Emos. I have a genie lamp, which I use for photos like as a prop, and I just like it here on display. And then I also have this crossbody clutch thing from Aldo. So yeah, and then this like pink heart pouch thing is from Stoney Clover. It has all the princesses on it, but it is currently been used as a placeholder for the Jasmine sequence Loungefly that is coming out. Actually, it launched yesterday, so as soon as I get that in the mail, that is where it'll go, and then I'll just do some quick little rearranging and that'll pretty much complete the Jasmine shelf. The next shelf here is my, I guess, like a mixture of Disney World 50th merch with some Daisy stuff. I guess I decided to add a little bit of Daisy since like the 50th merch had a little bit of purple, so it just kind of like made sense to tie it in together. But I have this 50th, actually both are 50th Loungeflies from Disney World. This one is like the iridescent sequence one, and then this is the 50th Castle Loungefly. I also have the matching mug there that matches that Loungefly back there, and I just have my Daisy Nuimos inside of it so that it can just like live there while I'm not using her, like for the parks or for pictures. She kind of just like hangs out there. And then I have a Daisy Squishmallows, which she comes out in all my videos. She's just the cutest thing ever. Like, look at that face. She's so cute. But yeah, this is my little Daisy shelf. I do prefer Daisy over Minnie, so I guess that's why she got her own shelf. And then if you pan over to the next shelf, this is actually the last shelf, and this is where I keep two rose gold Loungeflies. This is a Princess Loungefly, and that's actually my first ever Loungefly. And I just have a Princess Minnie plush there to kind of tie in the princess vibes. I know I just said I prefer Daisy over Minnie, however Princess Minnie is like superior to everything. I just love her so very much. I actually have a very special place for her. This little plush, this is actually the first ever plush that my parents got me in the parks, along with this little like cat. This was like the vibe. This little park cat with the veil. Like the princess vibes, along with that little plush. Those were like my first pieces of Disney merch, so I just have a little special place in my heart for them. That is it for this shelf. Okay, moving on to this middle portion between these two shelves. This little thing is like a jewelry holder from Marshall's. I believe I got it a few years back, and I'm just using it to hold some back charms. And then here I have this Stoney Clover princess open top that just has all of my hair bows in it. And then I have this little like acrylic drawer thing from Target, and it just has like a bunch of my patches on here. And then here I just have this little acrylic holder with some of my favorite scrunchies from Stoney Clover that I just kind of like have there, the pink and blue vibes. And then this next little section, so these bins are also from Target, from the Bright Room collection, that I thought I was gonna only use these to store all my Stoney Clover, but as days went by, they just kind of like grew and they didn't fit in here anymore. And these are just like not as accessible as like just having them on the shelf. So that's why I decided to make the switch and use shelves instead of like these little bins. But these are great for storing. So I just kind of have like some random mixture of like Disney stuff, some straw charms, some Stoney Clover scrunch handlebacks back there, some small pouches, clear open tops. This is where I keep like my postcards from Stoney Clover and some 50th mugs from the Been There series collection, which I love those mugs, but I just don't want anything to happen to them, so I just have them stored there until I display them somewhere else. But this is where I have like just like random things that I don't use as often. I just kind of like throw them in here. Okay, moving on to the Stoney Clover shelf. Up here I have the Stoney Clover and Parking Beach collaboration jewelry box with the matching scrunchie. These two items I don't ever use just because I'm trying to preserve them until I have backups. These are like the most special things in my collection, so they're just like on display. They look really pretty. And then here I have this little acrylic thing. Basically everything that I use is like acrylic holders, just to kind of let the products like, you know, just kind of do their thing. But this is where I keep all of my mini pouches, which are these, just as an example. And those are like some of my favorite ones. So this next shelf I have, again, Stoney Clover jewelry box thing, very similar to this one, but this one's from the Paris collection, and this one I do use. I currently have just like some bracelets and other things in there, and then I just have this Tiana crown that I just got for my Halloween costume, so I just decided to kind of put it there. And then I have this Kate Spade heart bag, which I use from time to time, and I just thought it looked really cute on display because it's a pink heart and I just love it. And then I have this little Paris Eiffel Tower decoration that I got from when I actually went to the Eiffel Tower, which is just very, very special to me. And then I have this little display thing for my sunglasses. And then this next shelf down here is where I keep my princess collection from Stoney Clover, and I do have one Mickey and Friends, which I'll show you. But this is where I keep the scrunchies, like the matching scrunchies to the fannies, and I have them in order. So like the Cinderella one, Jasmine, and then, you know what I mean? Like it just kind of goes. I don't love this display thing. It's kind of like, I don't know, it looks a little messy, especially like this. I don't know, I just need to fix it a little bit better, or find a different way to display them, but that's just how I have them right now. And then down here I have a very, very similar setup to the princess one, but this is like the regular collections, some of my favorites. I have the Nashville exclusive print, the scrunchie along with the fanny, and then I have the Scene Stars collection scrunchies along with the fanny packs, and then I have the pastel gingham fanny as well as the ballerina blue fanny from the Pastels collection. And then this next shelf, which is actually the last shelf, is where I keep heart pouches from the High Tea collection that look like this, and I just have them in this little acrylic holder thing. And then here is where I have my jumbos kind of just like laid out. Honestly, I don't have an acrylic holder because they're bigger than that, and I just need like a better way to store them, so that's how I just have them right now. I might hang them just like on a wall, but that's just what I have on right now. So I have the denim with Mickey and Minnie, flamingo, camel, and emerald. And those are all the shelves. Okay, and if you stayed at the end of this video, here's a little behind the scenes. All right, that is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my little display tour. If you did, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up. Send this video to all of your Disney besties. Also, please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I am so close to 700 subscribers. I will also be doing my Stoney Clover collection video as well as my Loungefly collection video. Those videos will be coming very, very soon, so please make sure to subscribe. And I will also be starting my holiday videos next week, actually. So next week, stay tuned for my first holiday video of the season. That is all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah. I know this looks very like glamorous, perfect, whatever. Let me just show you the behind the scenes, or like reality. I just cleaned these out for this video. This is just like a bunch of random stuff that I just, you know, so reality check.